So you've probably seen a mugshot like this one before. With the invention of photography, rogues galleries were established, but they were pretty disorganized and they didn't allow for the quick retrieval of information. This is Alphonse Bertillon. He is a French criminologist and he is responsible for the development of the first scientific system for criminal identification. In 1879, he invented what would become known as the Bertillon System. This system relied on 5 primary measurements. Number 1 was the head length, number 2 was the head breadth, number 3 was the length of the middle finger, 4 was the length of the left foot, and 5 was the length of the forearm from the elbow to the extremity of the middle finger. And you can see from this picture that other measurements were taken, including height. Also, these measurements would have been categorized as small, medium, or large. And then using photography and these measurements, and here you can see a picture of the photography setup, Bertillon developed a filing system that allowed for the cross-referencing down to the individual sought. So here's a photograph of the filing system. This filing system allowed for agents to quickly sift through information to determine if a photograph matching the suspect was on file. And that's ultimately what would be used to identify the person, was their photograph. We know that fingerprinting would develop and take over as the primary method of identification. Nobody thinks that the Bertillon system is still like a good idea or still the most efficient way of identifying criminal suspects. But it was the first. At least the first scientific system for identifying criminal suspects. So even though we know it's outdated and we don't use it anymore, it's still important for us to keep these contributions in mind.